Good day, one and all. We've got a low impact session, and I promise you today it's going to be a proper low impact session. There's going to be no jumping around. There's going to be barely any sweating. We're going to warm up though. We go in 5 seconds, nice and steady. We're going to start with nice simple windmills. We're going to try and brush the tops of our toes. We go in 3, 2, follow my lead, 1. Here we go, nice and simple, nice and steady. Just warm up the glutes, warm up the hamstrings, warm up the lower back. I promise you, this one is going to be relatively straightforward. I say that every week with session 127. I'm doubtful whether you'll be getting to your toes just yet, but if you are, you're more flexible than I am. 4 to go, simple punches then. Here we go, just punch it through. Keep your feet on the floor. Soft knees, what I mean by that is don't hyperextend, slight bend in the knees. From the side looks like this. All we want to do is, we're warming up the back fat here, the lats, we're punching through the shoulders. Nice and steady. We're going into a sumo squat next, which is toes splayed out ever so slightly, and we're just going to do this, left and right. Doesn't have to be a deep squat. Here we go. From there, fingers on your temples, just left and right. Keep your back nice and flat. Just warming up the core. A little bit of spinal flexion. Nice and simple. Easy. 5 to go. Back to windmills then. 2, 1. Here we are. How flexible are you? How are you feeling? Make sure your head follows your shoulders round. Don't leave your head in the centre. Proper spinal rotation. Less than 10. Back into punches. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If you're expecting a real sweat fest today, you might want to just stop the video, go back to one of the cardios. If you're too good for a low impact session, that is. I get told off every day, every week, we do a low impact and it ends up doing some kind of cardio session. So I promise you today is going to be slow and controlled. 2, 1, sumo squats then. Toes pointing out, nice and slowly. A little bit lower maybe on the squat. Listen, I can't see what you're doing. You might be sat on the sofa. Feel it in your quads. Feel it in your glutes. Less than 6 to go. 2, 1, back into windmills, last set. Can we touch the toes now? Make sure you follow your head with your shoulders. Easy, look at that. I'm well down low on my toes now. Quite happy with that. Not quite brushing the floor. 10 to go. Set your pace all the way through. Moving on to punches. Here we go, punch it through. Stay with it. Keep punching through. Let me just turn the music up slightly. So, not sure why that's gone like that. Never mind. But you have to put up with me talking. Keep it punching through. Finish off with sumo squats. Nice and low. Hold it in that position. Here we go. Nice and low. Elbow, elbow, look at that. Okay, we've got 12 relatively straightforward exercises. We're going to start with a slow rear lunge. Walsey, I'm sorry mate, but we've got to get them in at some point. But it's controlled, there's no pace about it, there's no jumping. It's nice and steady. 2, 1. And rest there. Keep it going then. Let's just try and turn this up slightly. That's better. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Let's set the clock. 15-second breather between. Okay, the first exercise, nice and straightforward. All we're looking to do is a rearward lunge, slowly. High knee, rear lunge, high knee, rear lunge, high knee. Nice and slowly, control. We're going 5 seconds. Stick to the same side, and then we'll switch it over to the next one. Here we go. Here, there, control. Control. Cores engaged. Feel it in that rear quad. 20 to go. Feel it in that standing leg as well. 2, 1. Feel it here. Switch it over then, nice and steady. Shake them out. Shake out that lactic burn. Try not to stand still. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rearwards. High knee. Rearwards. High knee. Easy. I'm trapped in a cage in my own mind. I lock the doors and I lost the key. Concentrate on the muscle groups. Concentrate on the movement. Don't wobble left and right. Control. 15 to go. Two, 1. Well done, shake it out. Okay, onto our knees, hands and knees. Slow, controlled Supermans. And switch, and control. 2, 1, here we go. Control, and in. Out and hold. And back in. Make sure that rear leg gets as high as you can. Nice and straight. Pointing your toe. Core stays engaged. Feel it in the glutes. Feel it in the hamstrings. Nice and steady. We've had a music failure. I can only apologise. It's nothing to do with the music. I've got a feeling the speakers have died. 2, 1. Chuck some music on. I'm not restarting. I'm not doing that malarkey, not 127. Okay, where are we going? We're going nice and steady. Low squat, sumo again, toes out. And we're going into a high calf up raise. Nice and steady. Here we go. Low, calf raise. Low, calf raise. Nice and controlled. Hold it there. Good. And again, hold it there. And down. Nice and low. Feel the calves. Feel the burn. Back's nice and flat. We shouldn't be throwing it up and then tipping forward. We should be nice and slowly hold. And back down. And hold. Your pace. Back into a press up position next. But it's easy. Kneel. Knees down, press up position. 2, 1. Okay, onto the floor, knees down. Press up position. All we're going to do is to the floor, arms out, back up, and repeat. We go in less than 4 seconds. 2, 1. Press up position. Down, arms out, here, and up. Down, arms out, and repeat. If you're feeling strong, full press ups. Down, arms out, press up. I'm happy with knees down. Slowly on the down, slowly on the up. Don't just drop down to the floor. You've now got every opportunity to play your own music. And relax. Shake out those shoulders, nice and steady. Where are we going now? Slow cross climbers. So we're going one slow cross climber, one back pike, cross climber, pike, 2, 1, slowly to the elbow, pike position, cross, pike, cross, pike, nice and steady. No pace about it. Flat back on the cross climber. Stay with it. Less than 10 to go. And relax there. Nice and steady. Okay, a little bit of an easy one now, but one leg at a time. We're going to go drop lunge. So again, it's a lunge, so I apologise if it knackers your knees. Just watch my lead. I've paused the timer. All we're going to do is we're going to stand in a lunge position or starting lunge position, and we're just going to drop, stand flat on the feet. So both feet are now flat on the floor. Back to a lunge, up, lunge, up, lunge, up. Same leg every time. And then after our timer, we switch over and we repeat on the other side. Here we go. 1, here we go. There, up. You're going to feel it in the quads. You're going to feel it in the glutes. Nice and simplistic, but it'll work. Slow it down, your pace. Don't even think about going at my pace unless you are comfortable and confident to do it properly. It's all about proper exercises. Don't try and race them through. It's not a HIIT session as we normally do, it's a low impact session. God, feel it in that quad now. 2, 1, and switch over. Make sure you start on the other opposite leg. Here we go, 6 to go. Shake it through. You find your positions then, and drop and stand, and drop, stand. Good. Bit of a side plank, press up into side plank next, which again isn't overly difficult. You might have to go with knees down, I get that, but you'll still be able to do it. But for those strong amongst us, it's press up position. Nice and steady. Less than 10 to go. Should be feeling it in the quads. Well done. Press up position then. Nice and steady. And all I want to do is one press and reach. If you can't do the press up, reach one side, switch over, reach the other side. Here we go. Or knees down. Press, up, switch and round. Press, up, switch and round. Again, it's not pace. Control on that press up. Control on the reach. Body's flat, all the way from shoulder, hips, knees and ankles. Flat body, shouldn't be a dip in it. Well done. Not easy, I get that. Slow knees now, we're going to go high knees. And we're not racing because that's more of a high impact session. Arms out here, crossed, and all we're going to do is knees up, nice and steady. Work the glutes, no pace about it. From the side, looks like this. Keep your arms up, work the shoulders as well. This is low impact, I'm still blowing. Sweat's starting to run off my forehead. So yes, it's easy, but we're still working. Deep squat next, like we finished with normally, but we're going to do it continually. 1. So next one, deep squat, arms nice and high. So we're going to go from there, we're going deep squat high and stand. Deep squat high, nice and slowly. Here we go, 2, 1, there, and up, and there, and up. Weight in the heels, or if it's too hard, you can't get below horizontal, chuck a couple of books under your heels just to make it slightly easier for yourself. Might stop your kneecaps shooting across the room, but you shouldn't have any pressure in your knees if you're doing it right. Flat back. Oh, well done. Okay, last one. All we're going to do is tap back flies. There. Open that chest up. Work the glutes, nice and simple. We're going 3 seconds, 45 seconds to go. 1. There. Lean into it. Don't just do 2:45. Go to 10 to 4, 10 past 8, whatever you need to do. Mix it about a bit, but feel it in the chest. You'll notice I increased the clock slightly, just by 5 seconds. Makes a difference because it's low impact. 10 to go. And onto core. Well done. I tell you what, I was sort of thinking that's going to be an absolute breeze, but to be fair, I've got a bit of the sweat on. Whew. Good. Worked some muscle groups there we haven't probably worked in a while. Certainly pushed them to the limits as well, especially with the slow movements. Okay, we're going into a nice, slow and controlled core session. 7 exercises, 40s back to 40s on the core, 10-second breather. We start with a sit-up and we're just going to do it nice and slowly. So the sit-up I want you to attempt is feet on the floor, nice and steady. And all I want you to do is start rolling your hands and come up with your feet on the floor and slowly back down again and slowly up. Those were kids in the past, remember this song, Wind the Bobbin Up. Come on, wind the bobbin up, sing it to yourself. Here we go, 5 seconds. Those that don't know it, Google it, it's an absolute nightmare, you'll be singing it for weeks. Here we go, nice and slowly, controlled. Don't race it, keep your feet on the floor, back's flat, slowly down. Concentrate on the arm movement as it drags you forward, almost like a winch, it's winching you back up to the top. Halfway. Who wanted to hear that? Good. And slowly down. Keep it going. Where are we next? Oh, just heels again. So nice and slow again. 2, 1, and relax. We're going onto our backs, feet up as we were just now, and slowly touch the heels. Nice and controlled. Here we go. So 1, 2, 1, 2. It's tough. Slow it down. It's really quite painful, but it's working. Sometimes we race off because it's easier. It doesn't feel the pain so much. We've slowed it right down. Less than 6 to go. 2, 1, and relax. Side plank then. Again, we're going to go for a thread. We're going through here and up and hold. Here we go. Hold this position and thread through and up again. Hold it, 2 seconds. Back through and up. Slowly through. If you've got a weight at this stage nearby, grab hold of that. Use the weight just to work that core, just ever so slightly. What a difference that makes. Just threading underneath your body. Feel that core. Don't give up now. You've only got a few seconds. All the way to the final beat. Good work. And switch it over. Whew. I am blowing. Terrible today. Here we go. Side plank. Arm up. And thread. And slowly hold. And thread. And thread again, as far through as you can. Keep that body nice and flat. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, all one nice line. Nearly there. And relax. Where are we going? Nice steady one again. We're going on our backs again. Slow extension, one knee to chest, and slowly switch it over. Try not to touch your heel on the floor. Good. Single leg lifts follows this one. Again, no touching on the floor with your heels. Nice and slow, nice straight legs, toes pointed. Well done. Okay, next one. Here we go. From here then, straight legs, one high, one low, and switch them about. Here we go. Nice and flat. Make sure your feet don't touch the ground. There, nice and slowly. Switch. Switch. Cool, that's terribly painful if you do it slowly. It's not like flutter kicks. I've got a bit of leg shake. 2, 1. Wow, that was tough. 1 to go. Smashed it. Low impact, done. After this exercise, plank, straight forward. Here we go. There you have it. 40 seconds, low impact. Tuesday, the whatever, week before Christmas. Nailed it. Apologies about the music. Wowsy, it wasn't your fault, certainly wasn't Tom's. It was a music problem. My end, I think the speakers ran out of juice. Yeah, day one, week one, what a cock up. Sorry about that. I'm sure you put your own music on, which is better than my rambling. I'm sure you can drown that out. Hold it nice and steady. Feel it in the core. 2, 1. Fantastic work. Well done, guys. Whew. Well done. Shake it out, shake them through, kick your legs out, kick your arms out, whatever you need to do. Shrug those shoulders over, sort of open that chest up a little bit. Big circles, feel it in your glutes, feel it in your groin, nice and slowly. Back the other way. Well done. Shake out those legs, switch it into a hip flexor stretch, stepping forward there, nice and steady. Hold it there. Nice and slow. The session's nice and slow, the cool down's nice and slow. We'll be done and dusted within our 30 minutes time scale, I think. Sit yourself back into a hamstring stretch. See if I can touch the toe. I can, it's still tight. And back into hip flexor. Hips forward, lean yourself back. Anyone else sweating? Find that tough? Just goes to show you don't have to really, bust a gut to actually get a workout. Switch it over. Obviously it helps. Tomorrow's core, another slow session really, but you can really feel it and it really does you good. What was it like 10, 12 weeks ago before we started working on the core properly? Lay yourself back then, hips forward, feel it, the hip flexor. Have you got stronger? Are you doing more press-ups? Are you doing more sit-ups? Can you hold the side plank for the full duration? Hamstring stretching. I know for a fact you'll be able to get stronger and stronger the more you do it. It's just, it's not rocket science, it's going to happen. But are you getting stronger? Back into hip flexor. Quad stretch then, knees together, stretch it through. And switch through to the other side. Feel it here. If you're not feeling it, just pull your heel into your backside a little bit more. Push your hips forward. Gently roll onto your backs, knee to chest. Stretch out the glutes. One at a time. The old steam's pouring off my head, the mirror's steamed up. And switch it over. Seated position. Hug your knee. Sit yourself upright. Just feel it in the glute. Hold it for 10 or 15 seconds. Like we said before, should be uncomfortable, shouldn't be painful. Switch it over. Back's flat. And onto your feet. Deep squat. We've done a lot of these today, so it should be quite straightforward and quite easy. Sit yourself down. Feet should be forward. Heels should be down. Elbows into your knees. Open up those hips. Put a bit of pressure on there. Flat back. No pressure on your knees. Bounce it around a bit, left and right. Whatever you need to do. Another session smashed. 127. A low impact session for sure today. If it was too easy for you, tough. Go and do something else. But that's for everybody out there that finds some of the other sessions too hard. Hopefully that was enjoyable. I'll see you tomorrow.